Hey guys, Omar with Overlanding Just Cause, and this video is about the Ram Rebel Wrecker, the Jeep Commander. In this video, I'm going to take all this stuff back out and I'm going to reinstall the third row. The reason why? Well, I need more space. So that's why when the trailer comes, all this stuff is going in the trailer. Trailer is going to be the base camp and the Jeep Commander is going to be the troop hauler again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reinstall the third row seat. I'm going to make it so that the dogs can be comfortable back there. But if I ever need to use the third row, I can take a couple things out and I'll have more space for passengers. So let's get started. So again, everything's going out. The only thing I'm debating is this Renogy DC to DC charger. So I really have two options. I can leave it here and use a quick disconnect to plug it into the trailer once the trailer is connected to the Jeep, or I can put it on the trailer and do the quick disconnect when it's connected to the Jeep. For now, I'm gonna leave it on, so I'm not doing double the work if I decide to leave it on the Jeep. So I'm gonna leave it here. Once I get the trailer and I start setting everything up, I'll decide then whether I want to move this to the trailer or just leave it. So, all right, we'll see what happens. Guys, I'm new at this, my first time doing all this stuff, so if you have any tips, please leave them in the comments. All right, so let's get to it. Again, the advantages of having a lithium battery is it weighs about 20 pounds, actually, I want to say like 24 pounds, but super light compared to the AGM batteries. So this is what I was talking about earlier with my quick disconnect. The water pump was short-lived. I did have the bladder under here, but obviously when I get the trailer, all that's going to go in the trailer. I only used it twice. Definitely worth having. I didn't have to worry about water. I had water pressure, but thinking of it now, it's not something that I needed, right? A regular Scepter water tank would have did just fine. Again, I'm learning. I just thought it'd be really cool, so I did it. Right, so now the only thing I'm going to take out of this rocker switch is the water pump connection. That'll come out. I'll leave everything as is for now. Clean up the wires and we'll go from there. Positive and negative, the water pump is out. Next, take this out, vacuum, clean up, dust, whatever, and then third row back in, theoretically. This is the platform that I installed on the Jeep, and pretty simple, unistrut. They're like Lego pieces, everyone says, and they pretty much are. You buy adapters or the accessory parts, I guess, to hook everything on, and it's on there really sturdy. Now, the way I have it mounted to the Jeep is I have these metal clamps, and this is to the, I guess, the bar that connects to the third row. Same thing on the other side. And then also that connected the third row were these three back pieces here, here, and here on the right. So what I did is with the unistrut, I had a piece come out so I could bolt it on. Same thing on this side. So it's 1, 2, 3 metal clamp, 4 metal clamp, holding this unistrut with the platform on top, and then all my stuff was on top of that. And it didn't budge, it didn't move. Now all this is coming out. Now initially when I built this, it was probably 2 inches lower, but I couldn't slide anything in there because this was in the way. So made it a couple inches higher, and I was able to slide, you know, chairs and tables, and my water bladder was down there. So I had a lot of room for storage, for bigger things. Let's take it out. Here she is, completely stripped. I'm gonna clean her out. And quick story time. When I took the 3rd row out initially, my wife was like, we don't need it anymore, throw it out. No, don't throw out stuff like that. So what I ended up doing was taking it and placing it right above me. I don't know if you can see it, right above me in those racks, right? Got my 8-foot ladder, hold it up there. It's probably a good 150 pounds, maybe 120 pounds, somewhere around there, but it's heavy and it's awkward, it's big. So I had to ratchet strap it because the seats are kind of spring loaded. So I ratcheted it up so it wouldn't budge, hauled it up there, my wife helped me. But in the process of trying to put it up there on the ladder, it fell, boom, and hit the ground, right? So a little piece of it is bent. With that said, I'm hoping it still fits. So let's go ahead and clean this area out. And to kind of organize those wires, we won't need them for now. All right, so the vacuuming's done. I wiped down, dusted and all that stuff, so all that's good to go. Now the last part, well, second to last part. Last part's gonna be cleaning up. You don't need to watch that. But the last part's gonna be putting the 3rd row back in. Hopefully I didn't bend the arm bad enough that it won't connect. So let's do it. All right, so remember when I told you that I dropped the 3rd row, trying to put it on the shelf up there? Well, here's what I've got. I've got these 2 aligned. I've got this one aligned right here. And then this one is just slightly off. I don't know if you could tell. All right, so there's the bolt, and then over here to the left is the hole. So I gotta try to figure out how to move this bad boy. Here's the finished, well, almost finished product. So I got the rear seat installed, bolt, 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 and then the front just hooks into a bar. This was a little hard just because it was bent, so I had to go underneath and kind of pry it to one side and then put the bolt through, but it made it work. As you can see, maybe it's kind of canted, but it'll do, it'll hold. So now what I need to do is I need to build a platform. I'm going to finish taking this unistrut apart, do a little bit of measuring and cutting, and then I'm just going to put a platform here so that it goes all the way to the back. That way, when I put the dogs back here, they're not like, you know, falling or hurting themselves or whatever the case. It'll just be one flat surface. And I can, you know, leave the cables here until I figure out what I'm going to do with the trailer and how I'm going to connect everything back together. But this is it. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please ask. I respond to the comments quickly. If you have any tips for me, please let me know. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.